This isn't a myth. This isn't a legend. This really happened. One of the greatest war heroes in American history was a kid nobody expected to survive. He was born into poverty in rural Texas in 1925. His family was poor. His father abandoned them. By the time he was a teenager, he was hunting to feed his brothers and sisters. When his mother died, his world fell apart. At just 16, he tried to join the military. The Marines rejected him. The Navy rejected him. They said he was too small, too skinny. Finally, the Army took him in, reluctantly. Nobody expected him to become one of the deadliest soldiers in history. By the time he reached Europe, the war was already brutal. He fought through intense campaigns, including the invasion of Italy and later battles in France. He wasn't the biggest or the strongest, but he had something far more dangerous: nerves of steel. He kept pushing forward when others froze. January 26, 1945, his company was facing a massive German counterattack near the town of Holzwihr, France. German infantry, supported by tanks, slammed into his unit. They were outnumbered, outgunned, surrounded. When his men were ordered to fall back, he did the unthinkable. He stayed. A burning American tank destroyer stood nearby. The crew had fled. The vehicle was engulfed in flames and could explode at any second. He climbed on top of it, alone. Then he grabbed the mounted .50 caliber machine gun and opened fire. For over an hour, he held off hundreds of German soldiers. Machine gun fire cut through enemy infantry. Explosions shook the ground. Smoke and fire filled the air. All the while, he was calling in artillery strikes on his own position, risking his own life to protect his men. He was wounded in the leg. He was freezing, exhausted. Still, he refused to retreat. When the enemy finally began to pull back, he didn't collapse. He climbed down and led his remaining men in a counterattack. Against impossible odds, they held the line. For his actions that day, he received the highest military honor the United States can award, the Medal of Honor. He was only 19 years old. But that wasn't the end of his story. When the war ended, he returned home a hero, yet struggled with trauma, nightmares, and what we now understand as PTSD. He spoke openly about it later in life, helping bring attention to veterans' mental health, long before it was widely discussed. He was rejected, underestimated, and overlooked, yet became one of the most decorated soldiers in history. One man, one stand, a legacy that still inspires soldiers today.